out in the shop today working on the El Camino. Working on weather stripping. I went ahead and did this side just so when I record the other side I won't look like such a noob. Out here working in the shop today on the El Camino. Got the new weather stripping here, and when I got the piece out that goes across the top of the door, I found this ugly little hole here. So we're gonna go ahead and fix that, as much as I hate doing this type of thing. So I'm gonna draw me a line around all that where it needs to go, and then I'm gonna cut it out and try to find another piece of metal to put back in the hole. Okay, I got this all cleaned up, a little die grinder. Now I'm going to get a piece of cardboard or paper or something and try to get this shape lined out so I can put that onto a piece of metal, and then boom bam. And I got to weld this up where my cutoff wheel got away from me. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Sorry.
Those are really confident cuts.
Yeah, I'm a confident person. Look at there.
So that's basically what you need.
Basically, this needs to come off just a touch. Something kind of like that. We'll put that and make that out of metal and then trim it from there. Got my piece cut out here. It's close to fitting. I'm gonna trim this side back a little bit more because this side's pretty good. It's just a little long on that side, so I'll take a 1/4 inch or so off of that side and should go right in there. Okay, we got this cut out good enough for what I'm doing. Now I just gotta get it kind of curved to fit back in there the way it needs to go. And we should be able to start welding it. Oh, yep, magnet works. Not really sure what to do here. Thinking I can just tack it in and then work it back in there the way it needs to go.
Well, except that the side that's up is the side you want to tuck behind.
That's true. Not really sure what that looks
You could set it up in there like you had it.
Put like a little bit of a...
I was going to say, set it up in there like how you had it. Put a mark at both ends of where your contour needs to start, and then use those duck bills to put a little like general bend in it. Basically from one corner to the other.
Right, just put a little bit of a... start. Basically just like that. Just gotta, you know, fill this in with molten metal.
Yeah. And then tap it with a hammer.
Yes.
Easy.
Cover your eyes. Yes. Yes, I love this ground. Good way to start. Get out of there. Good enough, and I'll go get some sanding discs and sand that down. Probably should go ahead and weld that up too while I'm here. just got the lower door seal, the upper door seals in the car, and then I got new window sweeps. Got to keep some of the water and the wind out this winter. So right now I got to go through on the upper and dig this old one out that's glued in, find all the screws. I'm going to go ahead and pull these tracks that this stuff clips into, pull those out, clean them up, and then all I got to do on the door is pull the upper half of the door panel off, because if you remember, we put these new lower door panels in and they're not attached in the middle. So based on what I did on the other side, I can just take the pull handle and the window crank off, and then that piece will come off, and I don't have to mess with the bottom and the speakers and all that stuff. So get started on that. Okay, we're gonna get in here, pull out these. There's 2 push pins on this side and 2 push pins on this side. Gonna get those pulled out. You can see here where I did a quick repair last winter, where I put wax paper on the window and I squirted this full of silicone, and it actually worked really good. But I'm gonna go ahead and replace it because that's what I need to do anyways. So this stuff here will all just get ripped out because it's probably glued in pretty good. And we just got to find all the little screws up under there, so these pieces will come out. Got the back piece out. This side's coming out a lot easier than the other side. This weather stripping's in a lot better shape. The one on the other side was pretty tore up, which makes sense. This is driver's side. So I got this out. I'll have to go over on the bench and try to get all this old foam and glue and stuff out of here. And then we'll get this put back in. But first I got to get the rest of the screws out of this piece, which I've got up to about here. So I think I've got 2 more in there. And then we'll have this piece out of here. Okay, we got this over here on the bench. Got the heat gun, just trying to warm up the back side a little bit. Try to loosen the glue up, and then hopefully it'll peel out without making a big mess. The other side did not work that way, but I took it out in the car instead of getting the weather stripping like this. I pulled this part, the rubber part out, so it didn't really work very well. Let's see how this works. Got most of this out. I'm just going to go back through and get all this cleaned out, and then I'll paint these just to get rid of the bare metal. I'm not going to record that because it'll be pretty boring. It's more boring than what you just watched probably. So I'll get these cleaned out and then be able to get them back in the car. Got this door panel off, as you saw. Got the screws out of the outer window sweep. This middle one I just ripped it out because I'm not going to pull the window out. The other side didn't have one in it whenever I took it apart, and it seemed to be doing just fine. I got the rubber off of the door. This door is obviously not original to the car. It's white and it's in a lot worse shape. It's a little crusty on the bottom, but we're not going to worry about that. So got these pieces back in here, so that can go in. But first I'm going to go ahead and put the weather stripping around the bottom of the door, put the window sweep in, and then on the door panel here you have to take these little staples out, and then the new piece just screws in. So that's pretty simple. But for now we'll just work on getting everything put up back on the door, and then we'll do the door panel. Got the old window felt off of the door panel, so this new one has little holes in it to screw through this aluminum part of the top of the door panel. So I just got the pliers on there holding it, and I'll put a couple screws in it, and then I'll move my pliers and just work my way down the door panel, get this screwed on here, and this door will be ready to go because I did get this put back on. It's real simple. You just put the screws in it, and then as you go around, just push all the pins into the hole. There's no glue or anything on that. So that door there is just about done. Once I get this screwed on, then we'll get to start on putting that weather stripping up in there, which is, in my experience, the least fun. Got this piece pushed in. It's kind of tedious. I didn't record it, but all I did was I started by getting this into this real tight bend here, getting that set, and then went through with a little plastic spatula looking thing and pushed all this in all the way around on the back side. So it's looking pretty good. All I got to do is put my little push pin in on this side, and then this door will also be done, and hopefully no more water runs in through the windows when it rains. Good news is it's not any louder than it was before. So I guess they're seem to be keeping most of the wind out of the car. Went for a little drive with the new window rubbers installed. Can't really tell a difference as far as wind noise goes from the old ones, but hopefully we'll get less water in the car. But that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe for more content.